Have you ever wondered why people who possess a special energy known as the chosen ones often feel lonely and out of place in the world? They may have a grand vision, infinite kindness, and a higher purpose, yet they frequently face isolation and lack close friendships or relationships. Perhaps you have also experienced this feeling, a loneliness not from the lack of people around, but from a deep difference in the soul. Not everyone can understand the great responsibility that the chosen ones carry. Their inner light makes it difficult for them to blend in with the crowd. They have noble goals, special missions that not everyone can comprehend. In this video, we will explore 9 reasons why the chosen ones often feel lonely, have few friends, and struggle to maintain long-term relationships. If you've ever felt like you belong to a different world, or that you sometimes can't connect with those around you, this video will certainly provide you with deep insights. Remember that your uniqueness is your special mark, and the loneliness you experience may be the path leading you to higher enlightenment. So, what is truly happening in the minds and souls of the chosen ones? Why has loneliness become an inseparable part of this journey? Let's uncover the profound secrets behind it right now. If you find this content helpful, don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on meaningful insights about the spiritual journey and other important messages. You are not alone. We are all on this journey together. Reason 1. A different energy frequency. We all know that everything in the universe vibrates at a certain frequency, and this doesn't just apply to matter, but also to emotions, thoughts, and the spirit of human beings. As a chosen one, you carry within you a unique, powerful energy frequency, and this can have a profound effect on those around you. This frequency not only shapes how you perceive life, but also influences how you communicate and interact with others. What's special is that this frequency doesn't just affect you personally. It radiates outward and impacts those around you, creating a noticeable difference. You emit a frequency that can change the world, and this can make people with lower energy frequencies feel uncomfortable or even threatened. They may not understand why, but they can sense the difference in you. As your energy grows and you move into higher vibrational states, you begin to see things you may not have noticed before. The illusions of life begin to dissolve, and you become less patient with meaningless things or relationships that no longer add value. You realize that inner peace and tranquility are your top priorities, and this requires you to set clear boundaries with those who can't or won't respect that. People with lower frequencies often cannot understand or resonate with you. They live in different emotional states, often bound by worries, envy, or even negativity that they are not yet ready to let go of. When they encounter your presence, a person with a higher energy frequency, radiating peace and positivity, they may feel overwhelmed. This doesn't mean you are intentionally creating distance or isolating yourself, but your energy naturally creates a difference that makes them feel out of place or uncomfortable. As a result, you might feel lonely in your relationships, even with those who were once close to you, such as family or friends. Digging deeper, when you radiate powerful and positive energy, people with lower energy frequencies often feel uneasy or even threatened. They might not know why, but they can sense that something is different. This creates a natural distance between you and others, especially with those who are unwilling to change or unable to adjust their frequency to keep up with your growth. In reality, the universe requires that you have people around you who can not only absorb your light and energy frequency, but also reflect and amplify it. However, such individuals are rare, and this is why many chosen ones feel lonely and find it difficult to form truly meaningful relationships. The takeaway from this first reason is that when you understand that your loneliness is not a sign of failure or lack, but a guide leading you to seek higher connections, you will accept it with more peace. The difference in frequency is not just something to acknowledge, but also something to cherish, as it is a sign of your spiritual evolution and the special energy you carry. Remember, only those who can understand and interact with your energy are truly meant to stay in your life. And sometimes, loneliness is the path to finding deeper, more meaningful connections in the future. Reason 2. Few people can truly help the chosen ones. Chosen ones often carry a depth of spiritual and emotional insight that not everyone can access or understand. They are like beacons, shining brightly and guiding those around them through difficult times and challenges. They not only offer advice, but also inspire and spread positive energy. Being chosen means they possess a heightened spiritual sensitivity, an ability to connect with deeper realities of life, and this makes them a pillar of support for many. However, when they need help, the situation can become much more complicated. The paradox is that while they are always able to help and heal others, chosen ones rarely find someone who can offer them the same level of support. For these souls who carry a special light, receiving help or guidance from others is not easy. The spiritual understanding and depth they possess require the person offering support to have a similar level of insight to truly empathize and assist them. Unfortunately, the harsh reality is that very few people are capable of reaching that level. When a chosen one faces their own challenges, they often cannot easily find someone who can understand and help them on their journey. They may feel alone in their own path, as not many people are spiritually strong enough to provide the support and understanding they need. This often forces them to turn inward and find the strength to carry on by themselves. This isolation, while painful, is also an essential part of their spiritual growth and development. When no one can help them externally, chosen ones are forced to look within, tapping into their inner energy and finding strength from the depths of their own soul. It is in this loneliness that they learn to rely on themselves, building trust in their inner power and their ability to heal themselves. This is when they realize that their journey is not just about helping others, but also about self-discovery and inner exploration. However, this path is not always one of permanent solitude. Once the chosen ones have reached a higher state of evolution, they begin to attract other enlightened souls into their lives. These are people who can share and support them on the same spiritual and emotional level. Finding this kind of deep and meaningful connection is not easy and often takes a lot of time. But it is part of the necessary process for chosen ones to feel truly fulfilled and complete in life. This reason explains why many chosen ones prefer to be alone rather than maintain shallow, surface-level relationships. They don't easily connect with just anyone and only dedicate their time and energy to relationships that truly offer the support and understanding they need. This loneliness is not a source of pain, but rather a choice to protect themselves and prepare for deeper, more meaningful connections when the time is right. The takeaway from this reason is that if you are a chosen one and feel lonely, it is not a sign of failure or being lost. It is an invitation for you to turn inward, find strength from within, and only form connections with those who truly understand and resonate with you on your spiritual journey. Reason 3. The need for inner healing. Chosen ones, despite carrying powerful energy and the potential to guide others, often face deep wounds from the past. These traumas may stem from childhood, painful experiences, or relationships that left a heavy mark on their souls. And it is these wounds, if not fully healed, that become significant barriers to building intimate and meaningful relationships. Unhealed wounds from the past not only exist on a psychological level, but also imprint deeply on their energy and spirit. The energy of the planet, especially during powerful transitional phases like ascension, often pushes chosen ones to confront forgotten memories and emotions. Emotions and pain from the past suddenly resurface, forcing them to face and release what they had once suppressed. This can be an incredibly challenging, emotional, and painful process. However, this journey of healing is an essential and unavoidable part of the chosen one's spiritual development. Confronting old wounds and healing them not only helps them release the inner pain, but also enhances their self-awareness, compassion, and inner strength. Yet, during this period of healing, chosen ones often feel lonelier than ever before. Analyzing this, their isolation is not a sign of failure, but an important step in their spiritual growth. As they confront their internal wounds, not everyone in their life can understand the depth and intensity of the emotions they are experiencing. This sometimes makes them feel distant from those around them because the personal and emotional issues they are going through are not easily shared. Ordinary people who lack the same level of sensitivity and spiritual understanding often cannot empathize or comprehend this, and that creates an unbridgeable gap between them and others. However, this isolation is only temporary. It is a preparatory stage that helps them become stronger and more connected to their true essence. Once their internal wounds are healed, they become more whole, and this enables them to be more suited for future relationships, healthier, more balanced, and deeply meaningful ones. This healing process also causes their energy frequency to shift, becoming higher and clearer. As their frequency rises, they will begin to attract people with similar frequencies, those who can empathize and have a deeper understanding of their spiritual journey. This is why, after going through a period of loneliness and healing, chosen ones often attract true companions into their lives, those who will help them grow further on their spiritual evolution. This reason explains why many chosen ones feel lonely throughout the inner healing process. They realize that to move forward, they must face and heal old wounds, even if it means separating from past relationships, ones that no longer align with their new frequency. But once they've overcome this, they will enter a new phase of life where they attract genuine, empathetic, and understanding relationships. The healing journey is never easy, but it is necessary to help chosen ones become stronger, more aligned with themselves, and ultimately build truly valuable relationships in their lives. Reason 4. They don't conform to social norms. Chosen ones often differ profoundly from others, not just in the energy they emit, but also in how they perceive the world and life itself. They frequently do not follow conventional social norms, the rules, customs, and values that most people take for granted. This isn't because they wish to rebel against society, but rather because they live by a different set of values, ones that are more personal and spiritually deep. These values guide them along an independent path, distinct from the common road that most follow. Society tends to impose standards of success, happiness, and how each person should live. From pursuing financial goals and fame to expectations around building relationships. These societal expectations often don't resonate with chosen ones. They don't feel bound by the rules that many others deem necessary. they have a broader vision of life, one not limited to society's patterns, but reaching deeper levels of meaning focused on personal growth, connection with the universe, and spiritual purpose. This explains why they are often seen as different and misunderstood by those around them. Chosen ones typically don't chase careers, fame, or material wealth as society promotes. Instead, they focus on their personal growth journey, seeking connection with their true essence and exploring deeper meanings in life. They might spend more time meditating, studying philosophy, spirituality, or engaging in creative activities rather than following the popular pastimes others pursue. This can lead to isolation because few people understand or relate to their priorities and worldview. When you don't conform to conventional social standards, it's natural to struggle with fitting in with the crowd. You might not be interested in conversations about work, money, or popular trends that engage others. This can create distance, making it harder to connect with people, and you may be misunderstood as distant or difficult to approach. But this difference is not a sign of failure. It's a reflection of self-confidence and self-awareness. Chosen ones don't let societal expectations confine them to a narrow framework. Instead, they seek paths aligned with their soul and personal mission. Analyzing this further, not conforming to social norms can also lead to loneliness because you become an outsider in a society that values conformity. When you don't fit in, others might not know how to approach you or understand why you don't participate in common activities or follow the values they live by. This difference can sometimes create distance and alienation, making you feel lost in a world where it seems everyone is heading in a different direction. However, it's important for chosen ones to understand that they don't need to sacrifice their true nature to fit into society. They realize that life isn't just about conforming to external standards, but is a journey to discover and live authentically, aligned with their soul and mission. This temporary loneliness is just part of the greater journey, allowing them to preserve their energy and focus on higher goals, rather than being caught up in what isn't truly important. The advice for chosen ones is to remain confident in their unique path. Not following social norms doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you're living true to yourself. While this may cause feelings of loneliness in a world full of external pressures and expectations, it is this very difference that will eventually help you find true connections, people who share your vision and values. This temporary isolation is merely an opportunity to grow internally and discover the path that is most right for you. In the end, don't fear loneliness for not conforming to social norms. It's a sign that you're on a higher, deeper path, and your mission is to rise above societal limitations to truly live in alignment with your spiritual essence and real values. Reason 5. The fear of being hurt. Chosen ones, with their sensitive and delicate souls, often carry a deep fear of being hurt. They don't just experience the world around them intensely, but also go through emotions more profoundly than most people. Because of this, they are more susceptible to emotional and mental wounds from the past, whether from personal relationships, family, friends, or even difficult life circumstances they've faced. These experiences can leave scars that are hard to heal, creating doubt and hesitation in opening up to others. This sensitivity allows chosen ones to pick up on things others might overlook, from subtle mood changes to warning signs in relationships. While this can help them understand and support others, it also makes them more vulnerable. Past failures, especially moments where they trusted and loved someone but were betrayed, deeply affect their trust in people and relationships. The pain from these betrayals leaves deep scars, leading them to learn how to maintain distance from others to protect their hearts. Chosen ones don't easily let others into their lives. They often build emotional barriers around themselves as a form of self-defense. This is their way of protecting themselves from experiencing once again the feelings of betrayal, disappointment, or being misunderstood. Although they yearn for sincere and deep connections, the fear of being hurt makes them cautious, even hesitant, when it comes to opening their hearts to others. This fear is not without reason. With their sensitive souls, chosen ones often feel pain far more intensely than most people. Any emotional wound, whether small or large, can be magnified in their minds and hearts. As a result, they'd rather maintain distance and remain isolated than risk being hurt again. They hesitate to build new relationships because they don't want to experience similar pain. This creates a difficult cycle. While they crave connection, they also fear what that connection could bring. The pain and trauma of the past often become a mental burden, preventing chosen ones from opening up naturally. Even after much time has passed, they may still feel as if the old wounds are always present, quietly lingering within them. Memories of broken relationships, times when they were abandoned or misunderstood, continue to haunt their minds, making them even more skeptical of others' sincerity. As a result, they can fall into a state of self-isolation, unwilling to step outside their emotional comfort zone. However, this isolation is not entirely negative. During their time apart from the world around them, they have the chance to reflect on themselves, learn to heal from within, and regain mental balance. This phase is necessary for chosen ones to grow and be ready to embrace new, healthier, and more meaningful relationships in the future. While the fear of being hurt is one of the main reasons they feel lonely, it also provides an opportunity for them to learn how to love and care for themselves more deeply. Ultimately, the advice for chosen ones is not to let fear control their lives. Though there are wounds from the past, they do not define your future. Learn to release the pain and gradually open your heart to genuine relationships. Only when you face your fear can you step into new connections with strength and confidence. Reason 6. A unique mission. Chosen ones always have a higher and unique mission that the universe has destined for them. They didn't come into this world just to live an ordinary life, but to fulfill a special and meaningful task. This often means they need to dedicate significant time and effort to their chosen path, sometimes distancing themselves from personal relationships. When you are one of the chosen, the universe already has a grand plan designed specifically for you, and the preparation for this mission often involves long periods of solitude. During these times, isolation is not by chance. It is part of the universal plan. The universe uses these moments to train you, sharpen your inner talents and strengths, and help you develop a deeper connection with your spirituality and the divine. This is a necessary stage of self-improvement, much like a diamond that must endure great pressure to become flawless. When you're in a state of isolation, it's not that you've been abandoned, but that you are being prepared to fulfill an important and far-reaching destiny. These moments are designed to make you more resilient, strengthen your ability to bounce back from challenges, and bring your vision for life into clearer focus. This unique mission sometimes creates a difference in life goals, making it hard for chosen ones to find like-minded individuals who understand them. Most people may not comprehend why you need to spend so much time alone, or why you don't easily engage in the usual activities society expects. While they are focused on short-term goals, chosen ones have far more expansive and long-term objectives. This is why chosen ones can often feel out of place, lonely among those around them, as they are walking a completely different path. And this loneliness is sometimes the price to be paid for pursuing a higher mission. For chosen ones, their mission takes precedence over any relationship. They understand that temporary connections can sometimes become distractions, delaying their progress or pulling them away from the path they're meant to follow. In isolation, without external distractions, you can fully focus on personal growth and fulfilling your task. It's a time to deepen your self-understanding, discover hidden passions and skills, and strengthen your faith in the mission you are pursuing. The advice for chosen ones in this situation is not to let loneliness discourage you or make you feel abandoned. Everything happens for a reason. The absence of relationships isn't a sign of failure, but part of the plan for you to grow and perfect yourself without distractions. This is the time to focus entirely on your personal, spiritual, and evolutionary growth. Your mission is worth sacrificing a few fleeting connections, and the people who truly share your vision will come to you when the time is right. Trust that the universe always knows what's best for you. When you are ready, the right companions will appear, and those relationships will be deeper and more meaningful. But before that happens, use this time to prepare yourself for the greater things that are waiting ahead. Reason 7. They have high standards in relationships. Chosen ones don't easily accept shallow or temporary relationships. They have high standards when seeking genuine connections, which go beyond surface-level interactions and require spiritual, emotional, and intellectual bonds. This isn't due to arrogance or being overly picky, but because they are well aware of their own value and understand that a true relationship must bring harmony and alignment. Chosen ones often have a deep awareness of the importance of quality relationships in their spiritual journey and personal growth, and as such, they are unwilling to compromise easily. To explain, chosen ones don't just seek friendship or love. They long for meaningful interactions that make them feel understood and accompanied on their path. They realize that not everyone is ready to embark on that complex and significant journey. While most people may be content with casual or fleeting connections, chosen ones seek relationships that have the potential for long-term growth, where both sides can learn and evolve together. Because of this, they often become more selective when entering any relationship. They tend to reject relationships that feel exploitative, where only one side benefits without a fair exchange of emotions or energy. This doesn't mean that chosen ones are harsh, but simply that they refuse to accept relationships that don't provide real value. An analysis shows that maintaining high standards in relationships can sometimes leave the chosen ones feeling lonely. When you long for true connections, you may face a lack of relationships around you. You might realize that the people you once bonded with no longer align with you, and new people you meet may not be deep enough or share the same values as you. This often leads to withdrawing, choosing solitude over engaging with those who don't truly understand or empathize with you. However, this has a positive aspect, as it helps you avoid unhealthy relationships, those that drain your energy without providing real value. By maintaining high standards, you protect yourself from relationships that could hinder your personal and spiritual growth. You're also creating space to attract people who truly matter, those who will accompany you on your journey. The advice for chosen ones is to keep upholding their standards. Don't lower your requirements for relationships due to temporary loneliness. When you stay true to your core values, the universe will send you people who resonate with you, those who share your frequency and are ready to connect with you on a deeper level. These relationships will not only help you feel connected, but will also support you in fulfilling your mission. Remember, holding firm to your standards isn't about isolating yourself from the world, but about protecting your inner peace and spirit. Meaningful relationships will come when you are ready, and they will be the kinds of connections that help both of you grow and flourish on your spiritual path. Reason 8. Depth of soul. Chosen ones possess a depth of soul that not everyone can understand or accept. When you are a chosen one, you don't just live on the surface. You see through and feel things on a deeper level of life. This is reflected in your ability to understand others' motivations, recognize hidden emotions, and sense the energy around you. You can easily tell when someone is being dishonest or hiding the truth. For some, this can be a precious gift, but for many others, it can be intimidating, even making them feel vulnerable around you. Your wisdom and deep awareness can make others uncomfortable. When you can see through the masks they wear, it exposes the parts of themselves they try to hide. Many people are not ready to face the truth about themselves, and when you bring the light of truth and transparency, they tend to avoid you. They fear you might see things they don't want anyone else to know. Moreover, chosen ones naturally seek deep and meaningful connections. Shallow conversations or superficial relationships don't provide you with the spiritual and emotional fulfillment you crave. You yearn for genuine interactions where you can share your deepest thoughts and feelings. You want to find people with whom you can explore the questions of life, the universe, and the meaning of existence. However, not everyone is willing to dive into conversations of such depth. Many prefer to keep things at surface level to avoid the discomfort or pain that deeper explorations can bring. Your soul's depth may make others feel unprepared to journey alongside you. Your dedication, passion, and commitment to truth and justice can become a burden for those unfamiliar with such powerful energy. People who are not ready to face their own truths often feel uneasy around you. You become a mirror reflecting the things they haven't confronted, making them anxious or exposed. This creates a natural distance as people tend to avoid what they cannot understand or control. This isn't limited to personal relationships. It also impacts your everyday social interactions. You may find that many people avoid engaging in deep conversations with you, opting to stick with shallow talk to protect themselves. They don't want to be pushed into thinking too deeply or confronting complex spiritual matters. Your presence can be too intense for them, not only emotionally, but also spiritually. You carry a strong energy that constantly seeks truth and transparency, and that can overwhelm many. The advice here is to accept that not everyone will be able to keep up with the depth of your soul. Don't feel lonely if you can't find people who can accompany you on this journey right away. Your presence, commitment to truth, and ability to see through to the core will eventually attract those who resonate on the same frequency as you. Keep exploring and nurturing your depth, as it is a precious gift you bring to the world. The people who are truly capable of empathizing and understanding will find you at the right time, and when they do, the connections you create will be powerful and deeply meaningful. Reason 9. God's Purification. When you embark on the journey of the chosen ones, it becomes evident that you will go through periods of loneliness. However, this is not merely about isolation or the lack of social connections. Instead, it may be part of the grand plan that God has for you. God may allow loneliness to happen as a form of purification, preparing you for greater tasks in the future. In these quiet moments, you are given the opportunity to reflect, clarify your desires, and determine your direction. Loneliness is not a punishment. It is a purification process. Just as gold is refined by fire, The challenges you face help eliminate unnecessary elements from your life, revealing your true essence. You are called to confront fears, doubts, and deep wounds that you may have tried to forget before. Through this process, you not only become stronger, but also learn to trust in your abilities and your mission. In these moments of loneliness, everything around you may seem quiet, but this is the time to listen to your inner voice. God is sending messages and guidance through this silence. Use this time to reflect on what you truly want in life and identify the values you wish to live by. Embrace loneliness as part of your growth process, knowing that God is preparing something good for you. Instead of feeling lonely and deprived, see it as an opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. You are being shaped for greater and more meaningful tasks in the future. These moments will become the foundation for stronger and more meaningful connections in your life later on. Trust that after the storm, the light will return, and you will attract those who share your vision and mission. In this life, loneliness is only a part of the journey of self-discovery, and ultimately, it will lead you to the best things that God has prepared for you. And so, we have explored together the 9 main reasons behind the loneliness of the chosen ones. From the fact that few can truly help, to the wounds that need healing, non-conformity to societal standards, and the fear of being hurt. We have delved into profound reasons such as the unique mission, high standards in relationships, and the depth of soul that the chosen often possess. Ultimately, we have also seen God's purification, illustrating that loneliness is not a bad thing, but an important part of each person's journey of growth. The significance of understanding and accepting this loneliness cannot be overstated. In those quiet moments, when everything around seems to come to a standstill, it's precisely then that you can hear the call of your soul. This allows you to look inward, discover your core values, and determine the path you need to pursue. Loneliness offers you the chance to grow, heal, and prepare for deeper, more meaningful connections in the future. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Many others are experiencing similar loneliness and are searching for genuine connections. By accepting loneliness as part of the spiritual growth journey, you enrich your own life and open the door to welcoming more valuable relationships. If you find the information in this video helpful and believe it could assist someone in their journey, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel, like, and share the video with friends and family. Help spread this message to more people so we can explore and grow together on this meaningful spiritual journey. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos, where we will continue our quest for truth and inner light.